Hey, what's up guys? It's Chase from the warehouse, and today we're going to be doing a quick review on the Bauer Vapor APX2 hockey shoulder pad. So taking a look at the front, we have a nice 3-panel design. So you can see how we have these flex channels through the side. It allows these pieces to move independently of one another, giving you good mobility, but more importantly, keeping the protection in the right spot. Now, as far as the foam construction here, this is Bauer's all-new AeroLite foam. So this is 30% lighter than traditional foam, but it doesn't sacrifice protection at all, whether it's the light, medium, or high-density foams. So now going into the specifics, we do have a real thick layer of high-density foam. You can hear how it sounds like plastic, but it's still that AeroLite. Down in the sides here, we do have more of that high-density foam. And as we get into this, into the sides of the high-density, we have medium-density foams. So it's giving you some really great protection from left to right. And as we get down a little bit further, we have a very traditional strapping system. So you can see we just have a single elastic strap with some Velcro, and you can just go ahead and adjust them to your preference. And then as we get into the bottom, we do have a removable belly guard with medium density foams that you could choose to use, or you could just leave off. Now getting into the top here, we have some nice comfort foam that wraps around the collar. And then into the clavicle protection, we have high density foams, and it's a little more segmented, giving you some good mobility. This is where we also see the free flex arch. So this allows the shoulder cap to move underneath this little piece of foam, so it's not going to be jamming into your neck. That's a great feature to see. Now going into the cap, you can see how it wraps around all the way to the front, giving you some really comprehensive protection. This is also made of mostly AeroLite foam. It's a really thick layer, so you're not only protecting yourself, you're also protecting the other players out there. And then underneath, we do have a plastic insert on the bottom, and then it is back with more foams, and this is for your own comfort. Now getting into the bicep guard that is exposed here, you can see it is adjustable. So we have one single Velcro nylon strap that you could use to either move it up or down on your arm. And then we do have more AeroLite foam with the plastic molded insert. And you can see how we have some mesh underneath here. And this just allows this bottom piece to move independently of this middle piece. And as I flex them all together, you can see how it has some really good mobility to offer. Now for the adjustment here, we do just have a single elastic strap that is very easy to use. Now onto the back, we can see where that comfort collar foam wraps around with cool Bauer logo embossed into it. Now as far as the back design goes, you can see how it's really well segmented. So these pieces are going to allow the other ones kind of move independently, and then down through the center in this very vital key part of the body, we have some really thick foams, and you can hear they sound like plastic like we saw on the front, so very protective and mobile. And then onto the sides, we just have some medium density foams. As we get further, you can see how we have more of that AeroLite foam, and it's pretty thick, so you're getting some really good protection all the way around. And you can kind of see under his arm as well. That's really going to give you a good wrap under the ribs. Now going into the liner, this is where we see Bauer's all-new 37.5 technology. Now what this does is allows players to put even more energy and effort into their game without having to keep themselves cool. The way it works is that unlike traditional liners, it actually evaporates the sweat and it releases the heat compared to just wicking away the moisture and trapping the heat. So now looking at the overall profile of this, you can see how these caps don't sit high on the shoulders at all. They're very low profile design. So Bauer designed this pad for the speedy, crafty player looking for awesome agility as well as mobility while maintaining a real high level of protection. So for even more information on the Bauer Vapor APX2 hockey shoulder pad, be sure to check it out at inline and icewarehouse.com.